Good morning, afternoon, evening. My name is Adeyemi Damola. It's a pleasure to be here today to talk about Enargic. Enargic is a Japanese company since 1974. This wonderful company is been running and producing this wonderful technology called Kangen machine. In Japan, the existence of this technology happened as a result done by a group of Japanese doctors over spring water. Spring water is a rock water. It's the water from the rock that hits the down of the rock that causes a kind of electrolysis discharge, and this water heals the body. And most people that has access to spring water, they do call it miracle water. That's the reason why people do call the spot a miracle center or a miracle water. And that is why this group of Japanese doctors had to collect water from 5 different locations in order to check what is present in spring water that is not present in regular water we consume. And they found something amazing. And that is what we are about to show you tonight. And they also continue in their research. And it's not easy to leave your hometown and be going to mountain to get a healthy water. And they also discovered that in the soil, there's this particular gemstone, like a titanium rock. This titanium is part of the gemstone. We have gold, silver, and diamond. We have all manner of gemstone, but a particular one called titanium rock. Using titanium rock to make a plate, and the water pass through it, an electric shock on it, there will be total separation of positive electron and negative electron. Now, this two water was actually taken to the lab, and they checked the first one. It has same presence of water, the one we consume, while the negative one had the exact same water that we had in the mountain, and decided to call the technology Kangen machine, and the water coming out from it, Kangen water. So Kangen is a Japanese language. It means return to origin. What does that mean? That each time you are drinking from Kangen, you are actually taking original water, because the water in our environment has been actually damaged. The water in our environment has been actually totally damaged. All water we consume these days are chemically based, and that is why we see people add a lot of diseases and illnesses in their body system. I believe that this evening you are going to enjoy the section we are about to present to you. So let's continue to check what is present in Kangen water that is not present in regular water that we consume. So now, there's no how we can talk about Kangen without talking about present water, because everything we are going to discuss tonight is about water. And there's no how we can talk about Kangen water without talking about the present water we are consuming. So now, in every part of the world, this is where people store water, in the plastic. So this plastic, there is a chemical used in producing this particular plastic. It's also present in every plastic that we have at home. But the differences between this plastic at home and the one we have at the water storage is because water stays in this plastic for too long. For example, looking at the production state of every plastic bottle, immediately the water is produced, the pH will be 7, and NAFDAC will give them approval. But before it gets to you, before you unlock the water must have stayed in that plastic minimum of 1.5 months to 2 months. So the longer the water stay in this plastic, the more emission, the more leaching of that chemical called bisphenol will leach into the water. And this phenol is one of the chemicals that is responsible to disease, both adults and children. Water is actually meant to be drink fresh, not for longer storage. So we need to stop taking water from this plastic. Now, welcome to the world of Enargic. Enargic is the only way that you can have access to fresh water by acquiring this wonderful technology called Kangen machine. The first machine was produced in 1974 after the research done. The first one was produced in 1974, but a bigger version of the machine were actually distributed to hospitals in Japan. Only hospitals in Japan were using Kangen machine in 1974 till 1994. 20 years, this technology I'm presenting to you tonight were used in hospitals in Japan to help the recovery of patients in the hospital, because Japan hospital runs on NGO, not on profit-making system like Nigeria does. So, meaning in Japan, taking care of patients is paramount to them, not to collect money from them. So that is why they have to get to the root of why people are falling sick. So kangen machine were only used in hospital in Japan until 1994 when the domestic model was produced so that kangen machine can be extended to homes. Domestic model level look as the 501 and the long denominator market system in order for it to get spread to every homes in all over the world, because that's the vision of the owner of the company. Now, until 2003, when distribution extends to United States of America, New York. That is why we have a large office in New York today. Now, from New York, they were able to spread to so many countries that you are seeing on board today. And also last year, August, the information got worse and we start the demonstration. May last year, Nigeria was approved to spread distribution in the whole Africa, and Nigeria was launched into the distribution in May this year. And that's why you see it's only Nigeria that has Enargic company in the whole Africa. So once again, I want to specially welcome everyone on call tonight that you are all partner of this distribution in the whole Africans. So you are highly welcome. So over 25 countries, we are running businesses, over 42 branches, location around the world. If you look at United States, we have about 7 branches. In Canada, we have office in Bacoba, also have in Toronto, and also so many countries in Europe, and also Asia. So over 25 countries, we are running businesses all over the world. Now, welcome to the world of Enargic. Kangen water is a system that makes you return back to origin. In Japanese, kangen water is alkaline water produced by Enargic alkaline ionizer and water filtration machine for more than 40 years. Kangen water has been used in Japan to help restore the body to its original alkaline state. This machine can transform your ordinary water into healthy, fresh tasting alkaline drinking water. Kangen water is superior to tap and purified water that heals the body. So let's continue. Here is the spot, the locations around the world where a group of Japanese doctors collect water from. France, Mexico, India, from Germany, and also Saudi Arabia. They discovered that every location that we have this water, people do call it miracle water. Of course, we have some in Nigeria. We have Erinjesha Waterfall and Ikogosi. Ikogosi, the government of Ekiti State invested on it and produced cozy water. But the storage of cozy water, which is spring water, actually damaged because of bisphenol that is present in every plastic bottle. So in the research done by a group of Japanese doctors, that all spring water has some properties that is not present in regular water that we consume, and that healing miracle ingredient that is present in the spring water is called active hydrogen. So active hydrogen is not present in all water that we consume. That's the reason why the water is not able to heal the body. And if active hydrogen is present in the water we drink, it will contain 3 major properties. 1, antioxidant. 2, anti-aging. 3, negative ORP. Now, ORP means oxidation reduction potential. Now, Kangen machine is able to produce 5 different types of water that is very useful for your daily needs. Level Look SD501 produce 5 different types of water. The first button is the power button. The next button is the purple button, which is the Kangen water. Under the one we drink, the pH can be set into 3 levels. The pH level are 8.5, 9.0, and 9.5 pH. All those are used for daily drinking. While you can actually change the pH, depends on what you need the water for. Now, the next button is clean water or neutral water. It's the water with 7.0 pH that also can be consumed. Clean water can be used especially when you take medication or make baby formula. While beauty water is for bathing and also for outer body use. Now, the next bottle is called strong Kangen water, which is 11.5. We are also going to talk about it. And the last water is strong acidic water, which is 2.5 pH. For hand sanitizer, and this water is able to kill germs and bacteria. So these are the 5 types of water coming out from Kangen machine. The drinkable water gives you 3 steps of pH, which makes it up to 7. If you say it's 5, you are correct. And if you also say it's 7, you are also correct. Now, the first property we are going to check in Kangen water is the antioxidation. That is, oxidation is not present. So that makes the water become antioxidant. And if consumed for a longer period, it will slow down in aging process in our body system. Now, we live in a very high oxidation environment. That is why it shows in our physical being, look, aging, and our skin becomes so wrinkles, because oxidation is actually present in the air. And the more we live in highly oxidation environments, the faster we age, because oxidation related to aging and also related to rottenness. Okay, for instance, if you open a fresh apple, it will be fresh and white. After about 10 to 15 minutes, it will become brown. That brown shows that oxidation is very high in the environment. Another object is tomato. When tomato is fresh, we can use it to prepare a very nice soup. But once the tomato is rotten, that is oxidation present. That is in tomato and apple. You will know the oxidation. But when it comes to water, we cannot know, because water is limpid in nature. So living tissue plus oxidation in water is equal to sickness. That is, if the water you are consuming is oxidation present, then you are actually consuming sickness into your body system. And that leads to attraction of a lot of diseases in human body. Furthermore, water moves from fresh to oxidation. When that happens to water, it doesn't change color or seems tasteless. What do I mean is, when you do open a water down for the next 10 to 15 days, you only see some particles on the face of the water. And if you check the taste, it doesn't seem tasteless and the color still remain the same. Moreover, that is why we say a living tissue in a water is equal to oxidation is equal to sicknesses. For the fact that the water looks clean doesn't mean that it's healthy or good for us to consume. Checking oxidation in water, we need 2 things. We need ORP, oxidation reduction potential, meter, and the chart. Now, that meter, it is actually used by people that do swim. In swimming pool, we need oxidation present to give us millivolts of about 1,500 to 2,000. The higher oxidation present in swimming pool, the better for the swimmer. Also, if anyone have any skin issue, that is why they have a lot of chlorine, a lot of chemical to make the oxidation to be more, in order not to transfer the skin issue to the next person. But the water you drink should be negative charge of ORP, that is, free from oxidation present. Now, if you look at tap water, sodas, canned drinks, and all that, they are all oxidation present. Distilled RO water and all that, they are all oxidation present. But if you look at fruits, it is antioxidant, because when you use the meter to check the fruit, it will read negative. That is why all fruits are antioxidants, including Chinese tea and vitamin C. I have a video that will help us in this. Take your time to watch this video.
Welcome Africa and beyond. Today we are proud to say Nigeria is the home of Africa's first corporate branch. As Africa enters the stage to enjoy the many benefits of this medical water technology, the purposes of this video is to introduce the 49-year successful brand and the difference this living electric water and why it has benefits millions worldwide. This is my business partner Mia, a leader in North Africa, in North America. She is here to train me on how simple using pH drugs to identify common drinks and how just sharing through a successful sampling model has made her 6 figures. Popular drink here in Nigeria. As you see, all are closed. As we open each one, we will discover the measurement of pH of these popular beverages. Here we have Sprite, we have Schweppes, the soda water, Smirnoff Ice, Nestle, Pure Life, Seraphic Water, Seaway Water, Mr. V, Aquafina, Everwater, Pure Water, and we have the Kenyan water.
And be here in the beautiful Nigeria, and we have a very beautiful office here in Nigeria. I'm gonna quickly go through and open up these waters. We got Eva, we're gonna pour it here. Then we have the Aquafina that we're gonna pour here. Now all these waters look the same, but we're gonna find out quick enough that these waters are not the same. And this plastic is a future nightmare. So we have this, Mr. B. The first thing I'm gonna perform is a meter test to allow you to see that these waters have a positive reading. That positive reading means it is acid. Acid leads to aging, disease, and premature death. This is acidic waters, and we will see with your very own eyes how acidic it is. So I will be doing a few tests. The first test, as I mentioned, this is a closed bottle of Smirnoff. We call that party juice. And I don't see how to open it, so I don't know. And then these are the other. This is the soda water, which is here. And then we have, last but not least, Sprite. Okay, so quickly we are going to identify that we have pure water, which I think we open like this. Okay. I'm not used to this water. This is sachet water. And I believe we put it like this. Okay, so here we have a ORP meter, and it allows you to identify if something is positive or negative. So then we're gonna we cut the meter on, you can see right here. So now we're gonna put the meter inside of these beverages. So first we have pure water. So we're reading the numbers going up to 26 and climbing. So this is how much of a positive number, which means aging, disease, and premature death. Then we have Evo. So that's even going even higher. Eva. That's 258, 260 and climbing. Then we have Aquafina. That is a premium brand. It costs a lot, but you're paying for sickness and early aging. 265. Then we have Mr. V. This is 270. Then we move to the Seaway. It's 283, 285 and climbing. 290 is reaching up to 300. This is Seaway. Then we have Seraphic. So all these waters look like plain water to the eye. Look how aging this is. This is a positive number. Now we got Pure Life by Nestle. This is at 315. We will open the vodka. Not sure how to open it. Now we have Schweppes. Now this is going up to 400. 405. Now we got Sprite.
Let's look at the millivolt volume or antioxidants present in kange versus fruit. For example, for you to get the equivalent antioxidants presently in a glass cup of kangen water, if you are eating banana stick, you need to eat 97 stick of banana to equate 400 units of a glass cup of kangen water. Also carrots, you need to eat 38 stick of carrots, meaning it is easier for you to drink a kangen water. That is why you see the water can help heal a lot of diseases in our body system because it's more of antioxidant and is not present in regular water that we consume. So kangen is the best that every home in Nigeria needs to have this wonderful technology. So that's the first property. The second property is called alkalinity. Alkalinity is very popular and everybody wants their water to be in good pH of an alkaline. But before I talk about the types of the alkaline, we have two types of alkaline. One is ionized. Ionized is a kangen, while the second one is called induced. Induced means you have something to make a regular water become alkaline, like adding lime into water, become alkaline. Get a Chinese bottle, pour water and remove water. They are all induced. You have something to make the water become alkaline. Now the problem there is the molecules. Source of the water still remain later. When you drink it, you feel the presence of the water in your tummy. So for your body to have access to the alkaline, your kidney or liver will be the one to break it down to a smaller unit. So a lot of doctors release a video online and say that such alkaline is not good for our consumption. We need to stay away from such because it will cause a lot of problem in the nearest future. Kangen is an ionized. Ionized is very simple through electron on the plate. There will be total separation of positive electron and negative electron. So that separation has done that removal and makes the water to become easy for your body to absorb it. So you don't feel the presence of the kangen water in your tummy. Now let's check the pH. To check pH in the water, you need potential high liquid and pH tester and pH chart. Under the pH chart starts from 0 and ends in 14.
Here I have different cups of bottled waters and some other drinks. Our first experiment will be to check the pH of these beverages with these pH drops. Let's bring our pH scale back so we can see what the pH is based on the color. Now, when testing pH, you should always ask the question, why is the pH of this liquid the way it is? The bottled water I used in this cup is Aquafina, and it tested out acidic. The reason this and many other bottled waters are mildly acidic is because they are reverse osmosis. This means that a vast majority of the minerals have been taken out of the water. When water is exposed to air, carbon dioxide from the air will dissolve into the water, forming carbonic acid, which makes it slightly acidic. Now, it doesn't mean that carbon dioxide doesn't get into any of the waters higher in pH. It just means because of the lack of alkali minerals in these waters, there's nothing to balance out the pH. This water is life water, and it tested around neutral. Why? If you look at the label, the water was purified, the minerals were added, which most likely brought it back up to neutral. Then we have the bottled alkaline waters. This one is Essentia. They normally add alkali buffers to make it the desired pH. The sports drink and the soda have a lower pH, probably in the range of 2 to 3. This is largely due to the different acids found in sports drinks and sodas, such as citric acid and phosphoric acid. If the drink is carbonated, that will also result in a lower pH. So remember this when you're testing carbonated or sparkling waters, like Pellegrino, which is what this one is. This is tap water, and it tests higher than neutral, which is more than likely due to the lye added to the city water. This water was made by an ionizer, so the high pH is due to the higher hydroxide content because of electrolysis, which converts H plus acid to hydrogen gas, H2. Next, I'm going to show you the differences between pH and alkalinity. As I said in the video about this, alkalinity is the ability to buffer acid. So a common demonstration people use to show how acidic soda is to pour a little in each drink. So let's do that. Now, obviously, this example shows the soda's acidity. But even more so, this example shows these substances lack alkalinity. This means that when these waters were presented with the acid from the soda, they were not able to resist it or buffer it, resulting in a lower pH. This is not a bad thing. This means the body can change their pH to anything it wants it to be to make it beneficial. Remember, there is a difference between pH and alkalinity. For example, baking soda has a pH of 8.1 and is a strong buffer, whereas ionized water can go up to a pH of 12 but is a weak buffer. There's a couple misconceptions about alkaline water, particularly from an ionizer, that can be debunked by this simple demonstration. Here I have 4 ounces of soda and a glass of alkaline ionized water. I'll add the pH drops so you can see what the pH is. One misconception is that alkaline water, like this kind, can alkalize your body, thus making you more healthy. The other misconception that comes from the other side of the spectrum is that this kind of alkaline water can neutralize your stomach acid, causing digestive problems. Now I can pour this glass of alkaline water into this 4 ounces of soda, and the pH is not moved. So to address claim number 1, the buffering capacity of this water is obviously weak, and the pH can easily be changed. In regard to claim number 2, this test makes it clear pouring high pH water into something this acidic hardly affects its pH. And considering that the pH of your stomach acid is even more acidic than the soda, it's safe to say that your stomach acid is going to be less affected by drinking high pH alkaline water. Remember, this is only if you're using alkaline water made by electrolysis. Alkaline water made with baking soda will have a much higher buffering capacity and will be able to resist the pH change a lot better.
The middle of the pH is 7. So anyone that will drop the liquid and is showing green, that means it is neutral. So anything below 7 is acid. And acid for longer consumption, it will lead to sickness in the body. While anything below 7, which is dark blue, purple, is alkaline. And alkaline for longer consumption, it becomes great and healthy for the body system. Now, to cap up the importance of alkaline and acid, a doctor did a research. His name is called Dr. Otto Heinrich Warburg in 1923 and got a physiology in 1931. And his work, he proved that the metabolism of tumor, it demonstrated that all forms of cancer are characterized by 2 basic conditions, which is acidosis and hypoxia. The meaning of hypoxia means lack of oxygen. The lack of oxygen is talking about, you get it about 500 plus in Kangen water. Now, meaning of lack of oxygen in the body makes the body to have acidosis. And acidosis tissue gives room to cancerous cells to thrive. But the healthy body is alkaline body, in which cancerous cells cannot survive. Now, that's the healing voltage your body needed. The oxygen you get in Kangen water that is not present in every other alkaline water. So there's difference between Kangen and other alkaline water. Because Kangen contains oxygen, while other alkaline water, there is no oxygen present in them. Now, the last property is microclustered. Microcluster is talking about small water cluster that leads to easy absorption to human body. Now, human body is made up of 70% of water, meaning our body need more of water than food. Not just any kind of water, but water that is microsized in units. Water that can penetrate your body without any complication, because our body is made up of water, and the statistic also shows in the ratio of every organ in the body. As you can see in the lungs, about 90% of water, blood about 82%, our skin about 18%, even brain is about 70% of water, and bone is 22% of water. Meaning, water is very, very important. So if you get it wrong in the area of water, then your body is in dehydration form, and a lot of diseases begins to occur from one after the other. A lot of diseases will begin to occur in our body system. Now, reasons why your water needs to be microsized is because, number one, supply channel of nutrients into the body. Nutrient that body gets from fruits, food, and supplements. So the water you drink after those good food will determine whether those nutrients will work in the body system. Two, detox channel of waste out of the body. The waste you get from foods and fruits that you consume. So if the water you consume thereafter is not microsized in units, then the waste would not be able to flush out in form of urinating and through defecation. So those things will affect the colon and cause a lot of damage in your body system. Microclustering is talking about better hydration. If the water is hydrate, that means your body swim in water because the water was able to penetrate in your body, and there will be easy elimination of toxins. If the water is not hydrate, then there is no how elimination of toxins can happen. There is no how you can have free pee, free bowel move, because regular water we consume is H2O in cluster. So the molecule is about 15 to 20. It's very large. You can see how it clusters together in form of ball. Large cluster limit absorption into the human body. This is what you feel when you drink a regular water. It becomes bloated in your tummy. Even when your tummy is bloated, your mouth will still be asking for more, because the water you drink into your body does not admit it. The same water go through this Kangen machine and separate of positive electron and negative electron. Is already microsized in units. It breaks the molecules between 5 to 6, so it makes it easier for absorption to the body system. I have a video that will help us in this. Take your time to watch this video. Now, this is the machine. Level Look SD501 medical device that does this amazing activity that aid our water. Now, we just speak only about Kangen water, the one we consume, which is from 8.5 pH to 9.0 pH. So the next water is clean water, which is 7.0. Is the water used for medication. You don't use Kangen water for medication because of the absorption rate is very, very high. If you don't have Kangen machine in your home, just use your regular water. But I would advise you to get one for your family because it's free of chlorine, rust, and cloudiness. Neutral water is delicious drinking water. Another thing is, if you look at the machine, they wrote baby feeder because neutral water is the best water for baby. While beauty water is for bathing and also for outer body use. Now, the next bottle is called strong Kangen water, which is 11.5. We are also going to talk about it. And the last water is strong acidic water, which is 2.5 pH. For hand sanitizer And this water is able to kill germs and bacteria. So these are the 5 types of water coming out from Kangen machine. The drinkable water gives you 3 steps of pH, which makes it up to 7. If you say it's 5, you are correct. And if you also say it's 7, you are also correct. And also, we have strong Kangen water, 11.5 pH. It's not suitable for you to drink. Only if you have serious health challenge. That is when we can recommend it for you to have a little drink out of it. As a matter of fact, when Kangen machine was made in Japan, they did not recommend it for anyone to drink 11.5. They were only used to wash fruits. But it was when it get to USA in 2003, doctor in the US that wrote all these books discovered that 11.5 is the best to resuscitate, to bring people out of danger zone of critical illness. Moreover, a little drink of it will help body to respond faster to healings. Is produced simultaneously from flexible upper pipe. Strong Kangen water, 11.5 pH, has a detergent effect and is able to dissolve and draw out oil-based substances. Strong Kangen water can emulsify oil, cleanse oily or greasy things, remove pesticide residue from produce and infuses vegetable with negative ionize that retard degeneration. You can also use strong Kangen water to clean cotton board, knives, dishes, sterilize vegetable, meat and fresh fish, remove slime and stain on floor, remove stain from toilet, used for washing clothes in order to reduce the consumption of detergent. Now, let's see how 11.5 pH from the table of Enargic, how you can use it to solve all chemical problems. Now, we also learned how people are using sniper to preserve this. So watch how Kangen machine 11.5 can solve this problem. So this is the sesame oil and here is tap water, regular tap water. Remember, oil and water don't mix when it comes to this, but the oil will still float while the water goes down. But for 11.5 pH from the table offer, what happens to oil? The oil has been break down by 11.5 pH from Kangen technology. Both the oil and the water mix together. Nothing can separate them. So the same principle can also be applied to your fruits, beans, rice. You can soak them before you cook them in regular 9.5 pH. Lastly, we have strong acidic water. Strong acidic water with 2.5 pH is very excellent to be used as cleaning or disinfecting agent. With its strong acidity, this water is able to kill germs and bacteria and can help you sanitize anything. Even though it is very acid, this water is still very safe for human skin and also safe for the environment as it contains no chemical properties. Now, let's check 2.5 pH on skin. This is eczema, less than 2 weeks. It was able to restore the skin because the person sprayed 2.5 pH and also drinking 9.5. This man has psoriasis for good 15 years and he works in general cap in Aban. 60 days of drinking 9.5 and also spray 2.5 pH. You can see the result is amazing. This is another lady from Singapore. You can see her face. Psoriasis has really dealt with her. But now look at it in 2 months. After drinking Kangen water, a lot of smile is on her face. Now that is the wonder of Kangen technology. Here we have a lot of recognition of certificates given to this amazing technology that we have presented to you today from different countries in the world. But we would like to talk about this certificate first. Ministry of Health in Japan, after over 6,500 doctors run through level look SD 501, check all the water content the 5 water coming out from Kangen machine, and they now write a report. The report was being submitted to Ministry of Health in Japan, and they conclude to give a medical device and certification on Kangen machine. International Organization for Standard ISO 13485. This certification is same given to all medical equipment around the world. No other certification from ISO is higher than this, only medical device. Lastly, Water Quality Association of United States of America. In 2003, when this company extended their office in New York, Enargic is proud to be one of the only water purification and ionization companies in the world that carry 4 distinct certifications from the Water Quality Association, one of the oldest and most prestigious international not-for-profit trade association in the world. The Water Quality Association has honored Enargic with the Gold Seal, a highly distinguished award that is only given to the most reliable and trusted producers of quality water. Level of excellence, quality and care demonstrated by Enargic has set this hidden company apart from every other water ionizer producer around the globe. Do you agree with me that Kangen machine is the best you can give to your family? Level Look SD501 is a medical device. It comes with flagship model of 7 solid titanium platinum plates. This is the mechanism that works inside. That is why the price is very expensive. Kangen machine comes with 5 years warranty and also minimum lifespan use durability of 25 years. And the value for Kangen machine today is 4,837,500 without logistic. But with logistic, you add up additional 20,000 naira to deliver anywhere you are in Nigeria. What I'm actually saying is, if you look at the value in terms of warranty and also in terms of durability. Now, another thing you spend money on is the black spots you are seeing on SD501. It has what we call antibacterial filter. This filter, in case the water source has some bacteria, this filter will not allow it to get into the plate, and that would be dealt with. Then dehydration will now happen to separation of positive electron and negative electron. Then you can have your quality water and enjoy Kangen machine. We also have another model which I would love to talk about, which is K8, presently in Nigeria. K8 has 8 plates and speak 8 language, but this one has touch screen, unlike SD501, and the value for K8 is 6,235,000. So any of the machine you pick, they all have save 5 years warranty and 25 years minimum lifespan use. This is the mechanism that works, that do auto services. It does it time to time. And after this, you can also do your e-cleaning system with the powder that comes with the machine. You can do that maybe in a month, and once every 4 months, you can bring the machine for a general service in the office. This is how the maintenance of the machine works. You do agree with me that Kangen machine is priceless and is the best gift for your family. Level Look XD501 is 4,837,500. Is only water machine that is medical grade, ISO 13485, medical standard, only machine that can produce 11.5 pH and 2.5 pH, 5 years warranty, 25 years minimum lifespan, one of a kind patented e-cleaning system. So here is the bank account. If you are ready to acquire your Kangen machine, this is the account number. Do the transfer. Send us your transaction receipt and also means of identification, either a driver license or international passport, and also your email address, house address or office address, where you can receive your Kangen machine and your phone number. These are all we need to process your machine. Then we are good to go. Thank you for your time and attention. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today. I hope you find this presentation informative, useful, and insightful. I will answer any question you have about Kangen machine. Kindly drop them in the chat box. If you need any further information, feel free to contact us. Thank you.